Hey, Recap Sprint fans. Today, we're diving into a dark and twisted thriller set deep in the woods, where love, trust, and survival are pushed to their absolute limits. The film opens as a couple. Brett and Angie are running through the woods, completely naked and terrified. Someone is firing arrows at them from a distance. Angie trips and is impaled on a log while Brett takes an arrow through his balls and then in the chest. Their killer then props up their nude corpses to resemble a famous painting. A couple, Sage and Diego, are driving to a rented mansion for a private weekend together at the secluded Bone Lake. Sage writes articles while Diego is hoping to get his next book published after he has quit his job and made Sage the breadwinner. Despite their love for one another, it appears that their intimacy has been lacking as of lately. The two are surprised when another couple, Will and Sin, arrive and have seemingly also booked the same place. Not wanting to get awkward, Sin suggests that they share the mansion and they agree to leave if Sage and Diego feel uncomfortable. The two agree and start to spend time with the couples. Will tells Diego how attractive Sage is, which appears to put him off, while the ladies swim in the lake together. They also discuss how the place is called Bone Lake, mistakenly, due to the fact that it is a major hookup spot to bone, but rather because of how many skeletons were discovered at the bottom of the lake. Once. When they learn that Diego is a writer, Sin tells him that she is connected to his favorite author and can get him to look at his latest manuscript. Will startles Diego while he is at the car, fetching his grandmother's ring that he is going to use to propose to Sage with. Will promises to keep quiet about it. Later, Diego walks into the bathroom and catches Sage pleasuring herself with the shower head. Sin also asks Diego for help getting clothes for her while she is in a towel, but he is uncomfortable and leaves the room when she seems too flirtatious. Will and Sin bring Sage and Diego around the mansion to all the locked doors, with Will employing a trick to open the locks. They find a few rooms with strange items like sex toys and equipment, and another featuring newspaper clippings of people who have gone missing in the area. They leave one room locked and don't go inside. Later in the day, Will shakes things up by proposing to Sin with Diego's grandmother's ring, to his horror and anger. While Sage thinks the proposal is cute, Diego confronts Will outside and tells him how messed up this is. Will apologizes and says that he and Sin are going through some problems at the moment, and he thought the proposal would save the relationship. He promises to Diego that he will make it up to him. Will accompanies Sage to grab some stuff from the store. On the drive, Will mentions to Sage that Diego earlier told him about how she had slept with her ex when he came to visit her when they were in the early months of their relationship, and that Diego felt she owed him one. Will also implies that Sin told him that he and Diego had sex and mentions Diego seeing her masturbating, which he did not tell Will about. Back at the house, Sin tries to come on to Diego once again. Will accompanies Sage to grab some stuff from the store. On the drive, Will mentions to Sage that Diego earlier told him about how she had slept with her ex when he came to visit her, when they were in the early months of their relationship, and that Diego felt she owed him one. Will also implies that Sin told him that he and Diego had sex and mentions Diego seeing her masturbating, which he did not tell Will about. Back at the house, Sin tries to come on to Diego once again. When Sage and Will return, she joins Sin in the lake after taking some Molly. It starts to pour rain, and Diego starts to get worried about Sage. He runs outside and doesn't find her by the lake, but she later reappears at the house. Diego gets into an argument with Sage, while Will and Sin listen from outside. Diego says that Sage ran away, so Will and Sin agree to look for her outside. This turns out to be a trick, as Sage has been hiding since she and Diego started to suspect Will and Sin's intentions. Diego insists that he did not tell Will about the shower head, but that he did mention her affair. Diego and Sage exit the room and go to the one room that they did not enter. The place is filled with camera equipment to spy on them, as well as tapes of their time together. There are also pictures and videos of other couples, including Brett and Angie. They see the video of Sage in the bathroom, which explains how Will knew about it. Will and Sin then come down to reveal that they did, in fact, plan everything as part of a game they like to play, with other couples Sage and Diego demand to leave. But Will and Sin let them go without a fuss. On their way out, Will tells Diego that he and Sage had sex while they were out. Diego ignores him and starts to drive away, but Sin crashes her and Will's car against theirs. Will and Sin tie up Diego and Sage in the living room and reveal who they really are. Their names are Thomas and Alice Price, as they are siblings whose parents discovered their incestuous relationship and beat them for it. They killed their parents and now test the loyalty of other couples by trying to seduce them. Will and Sin leave the room, and Sage and Diego discuss the state of their relationship, with Diego saying he didn't hold Sage's cheating against her, while she has been very remorseful over it. They rip off their bindings and start to make their escape. Sage and Diego attempt to escape again. Diego grabs a fire poker while Sage grabs an axe. Sin tries to attack Diego but gets stabbed in the foot with the fire poker. Will taunts Sage and lets her try to swing, but she fails and he goes to grab a chainsaw. He tries to go after Diego, but Sage jams the axe into his head. Will falls onto the chainsaw and gets sliced up. The couple head to the dock and try to board a boat. Sin goes after them and gets her jaw hacked off by the axe. Sage and Diego get far out, but Sin continues trying to attack Diego, chops her fingers off, and Sage reverses the boat, causing Sin to get shredded by the boat's engine. Diego grabs the finger that had his grandmother's ring on it and puts it on Sage's finger, which she accepts. The two laugh it off before sitting in shell-shocked silence while covered in blood. And that's Bone Lake. A brutal, blood-soaked reminder that some romantic getaways are better left unbooked. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Recap Sprint for more shocking stories like this one.